Yeah, I think the first half we played much better than the second half. The only difference is that we scored the goals in the second half. Yeah, a little bit disappointed with our technique on the ball, because we could not get the ball where we wanted to go. I mean the guys were open, really open, and we couldn't get the ball where it's supposed to go. Our crossing was just too generic, too, crossing for the sake of crossing, not crossing to take the ball to the right, to the person who's free. And even our corner kicks were not very good, because we knew that with the set pieces we could head them. But I think we must give them credit. It's a good team, as I said earlier, that the well-organized, well-coached team. They should be able to play in the ABC Motsepe League. It's not possible that a team that plays like this can never be promoted. But in the lower leagues, there are a lot of things involved there. It's tough. It's tough there at the bottom. It's not how good you play. It's many factors that affects the results. Yeah, but sorry about that. Yeah, we didn't get our number 10s. We didn't get our people in the right spaces to make a free flow on the game, so that we have the game in our hand. Even though we dominated, but we didn't get 10 number 10s. I don't know how you describe number 10s. We didn't get people in the pockets where we always get Themba Zwane, Sereno in those pockets, and Villa coming into those pockets, and really frustrated our free flow, because we should be able to pin them down with that. And also with our diagonal balls to the fullbacks was not really there. You could see that Semi and Sugar, they're the ones who must take the ball to the side. There's Kekana and AJ do all the time, but they need game time, so we can't blame them. They're not playing football, So it comes back to the thing I said it earlier, that as much as MDC is very good, and it gives us players like Nico, like we can mention all the good players that MDC helps us. That's why we have those players. But it's a reserve league. I just feel it really doesn't give all the teams enough time to play players who are not playing every week, because the reserve league is created for that. But when they lowered the age to 21 only, it really creates a little bit of a problem, because we've got a lot of players who are 22, 21, 22, who are on the edge of really not making it, but waiting, not ready for the first division, not very ready for PSL, but they need game time, and unfortunately they can't play. So as much as MDC is a very good program, and it has produced a lot of good things and good players, but I believe that at least 3 to 4 players should be allowed to play. Even if they play one half, at least they play. Like in Europe, the reserve league players play. Players who coming from injury, where is he gonna play? You can see Semi come from a long-term injury. Where are we gonna give him time to play? It's very difficult. So, but coming back to the game, yeah, a good team, and we won the match. We went through. That's all that matters. It's an FA Cup. It's got its own stories, as usual. It's normal.
All right, thank you, Coach. Let's take questions from the floor.
Coach, was that a classic case of a game of two halves, or do you believe VUT were lucky in that first half not to concede? And also, is it true that you were not really happy with the length of the class when you were here?
so unhappy. It's unbelievable. It's our home game. No, I mean, how can you have a long pitch? It's a rugby pitch, man. The ball doesn't flow. You didn't see players trying to pull the ball and they leave it behind and they fall on it. You didn't see those incidents. It's too long. It's too heavy. I mean, the groundsman should not decide what length of the pitch should be. It works against us. Can't play luckily on a long pitch like this. We've got quick players. We've got fast players. So we need to move the ball quickly. And if you can't move the ball quickly, we're playing against ourselves. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll speak to Sundowns, and then they must put the tractor that I have at Kurkop must come here. It must stay here. Because, I mean, you can't play on a long pitch like this. It's unbelievable. It works on our calves also. It's heavy.
In the first part, you think it was a game of two halves, or were they lucky?
I think we played well first half. We played better, not well. Better than the second half. The second half is the goals that makes a difference. Movement, rushing forward, bringing the ball to the sides, bringing the balls in the box. I think we had more in the first half. We can say a game of two halves. You can. But tactically, for me, the first half was better. Okay. Second half has got goals. That makes you proceed. That's the difference.
Tepo?
Thanks, Coach. Congrats on the win. I'm sure also it's a relief for you looking at the results in the Nedbank this week. Maritzburg were knocked out, Chiefs knocked out. I'm sure it was an important win for you.
No, everybody plays for himself. No, we look after ourselves. I mean, we can't be looking at other people who's gone through, who didn't go through. It's not our business. Our business is for us to go through. And we don't celebrate who didn't go through or who went through. No, it's not about that. It's an FA Cup. We can lose to anybody in this cup. So everybody for himself, no?
Charles?
Charles from Daily Sun. Coach, congratulations.
Thanks, Charles.
I'm sure the supporters out there also want to know, do you think you can go all the way and win this trophy? And was it a good dress rehearsal for the Champions League against an athlete? I see you arrested some of the players, and what do you make of those who came?
Yeah, we have to look after our players. Ricardo's got a slight groin injury, which is not really big, serious that we can say that he's not playing. We are just putting precautions on that. Dennis, has got that dodgy hamstring that we need to look after. Musa had contusion on the hip. He collided with the player. I think you remember in the last minute when he played Celtic. He collided with somebody on the side. And and then others were suspended. We're resting them, of course. Let's rest the players. We need them in Cairo. It's a big game in Cairo. I mean, they already allowed 30,000 people to come, and 30 lousy people, noisy people. They're very noisy. Okay, I'm happy it's not 60 because it's security measures that they put in Cairo. They don't allow 60. The army doesn't allow it. So a little bit okay for us. One half will be filled, one half won't be filled because they channel them in one direction.
Do you think we can go all the way?
I don't know. What do you think, Charles? I mean, it's a cup, Is there all of the dice also? Maybe get me Emma Varara somewhere there again. Whilst I'm fighting this Champions League.
They're out, coach.
Emma Varara out. Is there anybody?
Yeah.
Hungry Lions. Can you please give me Hungry Lions? Are you serious? Do you see now this FA Cup? You see? So I hope they remain there. They must don't eliminate the ABC Municipal League teams. Pass them to me, guys. I've got the Champions League here. I've got a league I'm chasing. I don't need that stress.
Coach, maybe just to follow up on the first question. I know you will say that it's for himself. Probably now that Chiefs and Pirates, they're much more tougher opponents. points. Maybe might be less pressure. Obvious, the other teams are also capable of playing well.
I don't know, Ernest. I mean, it's a cup. Can we say the roll of the dice was favoring us when we played the Telkom Cup? I don't know. It's the way it is, you know. So yes, when you have two big teams out, of course, the expectations are like that, of course, you know. But top 8, we had all these people there also, you know. So I don't know how to answer this. It's a cup. You go through it. You know, you can say maybe Liverpool were not supposed to draw Atletico Madrid. Maybe they could have drawn Atalanta, or they could have drawn all these other teams that were playing, avoiding Barca and all that. PSG maybe should not play Dortmund, and then you see what happened. Dortmund surprises you. So I don't know. It's what you do on the day. It's who you have. Sometimes the lack of a draw helps. Ne? So Liverpool went with Spurs to the final of Champions League. Can we say Liverpool were lucky? I don't know. But they played Barca, they won. So life is like that. You need luck. You know, when you're unlucky, things don't go well. When you're unlucky, that penalty goes in. Ne? When you have luck, they kick it outside. So luck also helps in football. Ne?
Just back to the issue of the grass. I mean, yours is a big organisation, and lots of people walk around with fancy suits. How is it possible that at Sundowns you don't know 1 or 2 hours before the kickoff what is the size of the grass? And so, are you playing the Ali tie here as well? Is that the way I understand?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, well, suits, I don't know. I don't have one. You know, I've got my tracksuit on, and I do what I'm supposed to do. I don't know if suits help. I don't know. All I know, it helps with appearance. You know, you look smarter, and people look at you different when you come with a suit. You know, and when I come with my tracksuit, I don't know. I've seen coaches wearing jackets and shopping, making sure that they've got the right shirts and suits. At the end of the day, you must win the match, man, Mark.
But what I mean is, why is there no one in your organisation who checks on these things before?
Yeah, but what's my job at Sundowns? Is to train the team, pick the team, make sure the team wins, put the team where it's supposed to be, and I think we are doing that at the moment. My job is not all these other things and politics, and everybody knows what he's supposed to do. You know, so I will have to complain, of course. You know, I'll have to speak to the relevant people, whether he's wearing an overall or he's wearing a suit. I'll talk to the guy and say, hey, you are compromising the results here now, because football is about results. No? Sometimes in South Africa we make a mistake. We think football management is supposed to be over technical. No, technical is over management in football. Do you know the general manager of Liverpool? You don't know the name. Who cares? Do you know Klopp? Yes.
No, but I feel you.
No. I'm not part of management. My job is I do what I have to do.
I don't know if that's a management issue. It's a technical issue.
All right.
So I organize people to cut.
No, but you're stretching my point. But you will tell them, guys, I want 5 inches, 2 inches, 3 inches. I want weight.
You must tell the relevant people. There are people. Those people, they don't report to me. They report to other people. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes, they report to other people. That's why we've got that organogram. This guy reports to this guy. They don't report to me.
Thank you, Coach.
If any manager or general manager doesn't do his job, I have to focus on the players. Well, if he affects my program, my traveling, then I go in. But I don't want to know the offices we have. Do we have right offices? Do we have chairs? And no, that's not my job. My job is to win the match. Coach must win the match. Coach doesn't win politics in the office, and once you go there, you'll have problems. Because I have a lot of experience and I've had a lot of challenges, and I focus on football at Sundowns. I don't focus on anything. There's a lot of things I don't focus. I focus on football. My job is the player. Is the player ready? Can the player play? I do that. When it affects me like this, I'll speak to the guy. Whether he's wearing an overall or wearing a suit, I'll try. I say, help me. If I don't get, I'll go to the boss to say, if you want to beat Al Ahly, not on this pitch. You know, if you have to back, we back.